Hello, friends! Welcome to today's video. We're going to talk about SSERAFIM's Easy, but I have two, so it's a different month today. Anyway, I don't want comments if I look like death, because, I feel like death. I was fed heavily expired food by my mother. This is not the first time. My mother has fed me heavily expired food many times. But she gave me tahini because I was at her house this weekend. So she gave me leftovers. And the tahini she gave me expired on January 9th. So I spent my night violently ill. However, I am here for you people. So let's go over how this video is going to work. I'm going to run through the track list and give you my thoughts on each song. And then give the album a score out of 10 at the end. But I do have a couple disclaimers before we continue. Disclaimer number 1. This album is new. It just came out. My opinions on it very much may change over time, and I hope they do, because I didn't like this album very much. Disclaimer number 2. Everything I say in this video is just my opinion. Like when I said I didn't like this album very much. You can disagree with every opinion that I say, because music is subjective, and that is great. By the way, what do we think of my Washington mug? My sister gave me this as a birthday gift like years ago now, but Bean has a matching one. This is my matching mug with Bean. We love to see it. Anyway, let's actually get into the video. Okay, starting off, we have Good Bones, and I've probably said this a million times, specifically and only really related to Hybe. This is a spoken intro that is 3 minutes long, and that is too damn long. Like, yeah, it is still objectively pretty cool that they let all the members speak all the languages the members speak, because they speak a lot of languages, and it's interesting. It's a fun way to do your spoken intro. But that coolness mostly wore off like 2 albums ago now, and at this point I would simply like the intros to be shorter. Final thoughts, it's too damn long. It's way too damn long. Trim it down to 90 seconds. You get 90 seconds for a spoken intro. I think that's a respectable number, and that's all you get. Trim it down to that. Also, every time Yunjin spoke, specifically in English, she was gonna call me a slur and not in a respectful way. Moving on, next we have the title track, Easy, and here's the thing, okay? This song is fine. I'm gonna say it's fine. I had to think about it, but it's fine. It is not offensive by any means. However, it is exceedingly bland. Let's just start, okay? With the background music specifically. This background music is boring. This background music is boring, and it makes me feel nothing, and I'm so sorry to the composer who made it, because I'm sure you were not expecting this to be in, like, what was designed as a SSERAFIM title track. But it did not work for that. As for the verses, the first one is kind of just there. Like, it's not doing a ton. It's taking up space. And the second one is meh. Like, it's fine. Like, they're boring. They're boring verses, okay? The pre-chorus is just as boring, by the way, like, if you were wondering. And, well, yes, this is a short pre-chorus. It has less time to do things to make me like it. There are pre-choruses out there that are, like, 2 lines that I love and that I wish were longer. So the shortness of this one is not an excuse for you to not do anything. And then there's the chorus. How do I want to put this? This chorus made me catatonic, okay? Like, this chorus was such a nothing chorus. I don't even know if I would be willing to put this chorus on a B-side. It's so boring. Let alone the title track as a follow-up to your #1 single. Big picture, let's start with the obvious. This is SSERAFIM's worst title. Okay, like, let's just get that out of the way. Easy is their worst title, including Perfect Night, including anything we could somewhat deem a SSERAFIM title. This is probably the worst one. And of their main album titles, definitely the weakest of the bunch. And it's like, here's the thing. This song is not bad. But that might not be a good thing, because bad songs are at least somewhat more engaging to me. Like, at least with a bad song, I can usually find 1 or 2 moments in it that I like. This song, boring all the way through. Like, I felt nothing listening to it, and I'm disappointed. That's the gist. I'm disappointed. Speaking of disappointment, next we have Swan Song, and it's fine, I guess. Like, it's still boring, and I felt nothing listening to it, and I like to feel things when I listen to my music, so not ideal. I want to stress, I mean the following sentence with all the respect in the world, okay? This song needs to be cut. This song needs to be cut from the album completely. You cannot give me this boring-ass title and then go into this boring-ass song. It does not work. Like, the chorus feels a bit lazy, if I'm being honest. The verses are nothing verses. Like, you can live your entire life. Honestly, you'd have a better life having never heard them. And the bridge is just there. Like, I'm glad there's a bridge because there wasn't one in the title, and I don't like that K-pop is moving towards an anti-bridge trend. But I would like the bridge to do more. In summary, the song is boring and not enjoyable to listen to for me, because if you want me to listen to it again, I will fall asleep. Otherwise, I have no intention of ever hearing this again in my entire life. Next up, we have Smart. And I want to stress, this song woke me up. Like, I was literally falling asleep listening to the last two songs, and this song woke me up. It woke me from the coma the last two songs put me in, and this song isn't even that amazing. I'm convinced the main reason I like the song so much is the background music. This background music is simple, I will give it that, but not in a bad way. Like, in a way that works really well with the song, and I actually enjoyed it a lot. The rest of the song is also pretty good. I like the verses, the pre-chorus is solid, and the chorus, perfectly enjoyable experience. As a whole, though, this is a pretty good song in the grand scheme of things. If you ask me, I would say it's a pretty good song. And that's where this becomes interesting. Because on an average album, even on an average SSERAFIM album, if you gave me a song like this, I'd be like, yeah, it's fine. It's pretty good. I didn't love it. There's songs I like better. But on this album, spoilers, this is the best song on the album. It's a pretty good song, and it's the best one we have. Okay, last but not least, we got So Much, and I've decided that this song is acceptable. Okay, like, it definitely veers more towards the boring side, but the background music is just engaging enough that I'm willing to take it. However, I will concede the background music is doing, like, all the work. Because if you ignore the background music and you listen to, like, the way they sing it, the verses are fine. The chorus is definitely a chorus, but the background music is doing the heavy lifting. It is why I am willing to listen to this song again. Anyway, I have nothing else to tell you about the song. Like, it's fine. If you want background noise, or just, like, a song you can kind of vibe to, this is probably going to be good for that. But there are also songs that are better for that I would recommend long before this one. So, score time. 7.4 out of 10. Not a fan. The first half, very boring. Also, the last song was very boring. Really, all but one song is boring. I also want to point out, this is the first SSERAFIM album that I didn't really like any song, like, even enough to consider putting it in the Apple Music, which is a decline, because they usually have at least one or two songs on any album that I love, right? Like, SSERAFIM has bangers, and I don't know why Hybe thought that it was a good idea to turn them into a somehow more boring New Jeans. Like, debut era New Jeans was boring enough. This is somehow worse than that. And I don't know how they did it, but they did. They took SSERAFIM, who, again, their sound is bangers. SSERAFIM has a token sound, and that sound is bangers. They made it the polar opposite, probably because Perfect Night did so well, and Perfect Night is more of a New Jeans song. But either way, I was not pleased with this album. I was not enjoying my time with this album. This is SSERAFIM's worst album, for sure. So yeah, 7.4 out of 10. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment your thoughts on down below. Let me know how you feel. You can like and subscribe if you want to or don't. I will be okay either way. And in the description, I'll put all my other SSERAFIM reviews, so you can check them out if you so choose. And yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye!